So Carlos from Norahead, Carlos Camacho, our psychologist and dear friend, thanks for coming in today.
Oh, well, I wanted to come in, Deb, because I might not be able to over the next couple of weeks. I'm pretty busy down in Sydney on Friday, so I thought, one last one before Christmas.
Good on you, Carlos. Always great to have you. But I didn't sort of let people know you were coming in a little bit earlier because you might have been mobbed outside by all the crowd.
That's a good idea, yeah. Plus the traffic jams and all that.
Yeah. We know how popular you are.
I'm sure the council appreciates it.
Yeah. Well, great to have you. We've been talking about happiness and being happy lately, haven't we?
That's right, which is pretty much what everyone's interested in.
It is.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'd be sadistic, wouldn't we?
That's right. Yeah, everyone wants to be happy. It's like a trick question.
It is, isn't it?
Would you like to be happy?
Yeah. Oh, no, thanks. I wouldn't like to be happy.
Well, it's one of those things that, for centuries people have been talking about it and trying to work it out. And what we know really is that it's very simple,
Yeah.
Happiness comes with very, very simple little things like, a stroll on the beach or ringing a friend and spending some time doing what you like.
And you've been learning to surf.
Yeah, I have this year.
That makes you happy?
It does. It sure does. I call it, I don't call it surfing, I call it falling because I do more of that. But
for now?
Yeah, for now, yeah. Well, I'm starting to get up now and I did try it a few years ago. But this year I thought, no, I'm going to get the right board, which is a soft board, quite large. It's almost like a raft.
Yeah, okay. It's a big one. Yeah.
And so I'm catching them and hopefully, next year I'll be able to, get a bit more than maybe catch the waves as they're breaking. But it's a wonderful thing being in the ocean.
Yeah. And I suppose being persistent, never give up.
That's it. You've just got to get those results. I think if you find yourself improving in whatever it is, you get motivated. You just want to do it. So I just see it as a little activity that I go down, go in the water for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, try to catch a couple of waves, get out, and then back up the dune. Great exercise.
So good too, don't you?
It's wonderful. And even in winter, I did it. So it's one of those things that, whatever happens, whether you catch a wave or not, it's still what a wonderful time to be alive, down at the ocean and just enjoying what we have here in the Central Coast.
And it doesn't cost anything either.
It doesn't cost anything at all.
Yeah. And it's never too late to start, and you're proof of that, to learn something.
That's it. Yeah, look, I've been going to the beach for decades, and I kind of like half kick myself for not starting before. Now at 56, I thought, no, I really want to do this because it has the combination of most of the things I like, which is the ocean, the sand, the sun,
serenity.
Plus, a bit of activity, and it's fitness. It just ticks all the boxes, and I thought, no, I'm gonna do it.
Good on you. We were talking off air about some of the podcasts you've been doing lately about not putting things off to start learning until after Christmas, like till next year.
That's it. I did a little talk on that because today being the 1st of December, people start thinking, should I start that garden or writing that book or even ring that friend that I haven't caught up with for a while. Oh, look, I'll just wait till next year. Yeah. No, you still got 3 good weeks before Christmas. Then you've got those 3 or 4 days in between. Look, time is of the essence. Imagine how much more you'll do by the time you start in January. And really, no one starts in January anyway.
No, they don't, do they? They think about it.
Well, I always say the first day of the year is 1st of February because January goes. It's the same attitude, that mindset. Oh, look, I'm still on holiday. It's too hot.
Yeah.
Too this, I've got a headache.
Recovering.
Hangovers. So, no, start now.
Yeah.
Don't waste time because you'll be surprised once you start. Then it just becomes like a cycle and like a snowball. And look, a calendar is just a human construct. There's many calendars around the world. We've had many calendars, even today. Many cultures have different calendars. So 1st of December, that's just a construct. It's still, today is your life. We're here now. We may not be tomorrow, so do it now.
Good on you. And it doesn't matter what age you are and what it is, does it?
I don't think so. Yeah, look, we're limited physically, many things.
Dumb things.
That's why I think if I had started surfing when I was a teenager, because your brain works differently, you're more adventurous, you don't worry about falling, and you're prepared to learn. The brain is amazing. You know, kids can learn 7 languages at once. It's incredible. So the older you get, it's harder. It's hard to teach an old dog new tricks, they say, but you can still teach it. And it's more the discipline and enjoying it. Don't start something at a certain age if you're not going to enjoy it. But definitely, if it's something you've always wanted to do and have it, it's never too late.
That's right. Good on you, Carlos. And people that might be, coming towards Christmas and people might be lonely, some tips on how to, fill your day up with happiness if you're alone.
Well, again, those activities are important that you wish to do. You can do it by yourself, so no problem there. The other thing is reach out to people that maybe were part of your life a little while ago. You'd be surprised, maybe they're in a similar situation. And in the end, if something doesn't work out, like reaching out to someone or starting an activity, it's not a waste of time, because it's better to have done it and tried
than never to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can never regret, I don't think, things that you do, even if you fail, but you can always regret things that you haven't tried.
That's right. When we're old and we're about to go regret things we haven't.
That's exactly right, Deb. I think there'll be a point in our life that we won't be able to start them.
Yeah.
And if you can, do it now and have a bit of fun with it. Why not? And look, Christmas, again, it's a human construct, I mean, there's many festivities around the world, different times of the year and so forth. So in the Western world, Christmas is one of those things that we love, we grew up with, and it's wonderful for kids and so forth, get together with family, friends. But you got to take it with a bit of grain of salt. It's still life. Every day is important. It's miraculous almost. Every day we wake up and are able to breathe and see the sunlight. And if you're feeling alone, just look around, because there's things you can do on your own. But more importantly, there's other people that you may want to discuss. And it might just be like a conversation you have with someone on a bench and never see them again.
Yeah.
But you get a lot out of those things too.
You do, don't you? They're always meant to be, I think.
Yeah. And through my travels when I was younger, I met so many people, and I'll never see them again, but it's so wonderful memories that we crossed each other's paths, in this, in the middle of this solar system where, where we're alive, and it's the probability of us being alive on this planet is very minimal, and yet, we cross paths with someone else, another person that leaves us something, even if it's just a moment or a word or just an interaction. It's quite beautiful, actually.
It really is, isn't it? And your book that you wrote on being happy for kids at school, I just love that. I know that my 12-year-old granddaughter absolutely loved it when I gave it to her to read.
Oh, I'm so happy. Well, it's written for people that age, and it's very simple. What Plato, Aristotle, Nietzsche, all these great philosophers that people are a little bit worried because it might be too complicated for me. So I've simplified it because a lot of these thinkers were people that grabbed a very complex subject matter and simplified it. Yeah. So I even went further and simplified it even more. So it's for everyone. Well,
she really understood it. She's intelligent, but she really understood it, and she read it overnight.
Oh, good on her.
Before she went to sleep. And so when's your book launch, and when can people start buying this book?
Well, it's already available on the internet.
Okay,
so they just put Carlos Camacho, How to Be Happy. They'll find it.
Right.
It's in many different stores, those big online stores and so forth. But also it's available on ebook on the proper book, the paperback and the hardcover. But the best thing to do is when I do the book launch next year on the 29th of February, I probably will have some as well in some of the news agencies around the Central Coast as well.
That'll be great. Yeah. Because if you can get online and get them for Christmas, what a great present for grandkids or kids.
Yeah, look, it's something that a book, it's one of those things that, firstly, it's relatively cheap these days to a book. You can buy a book. This book is under $20, but still, even like $30, $40, it's not too bad if any book. So And it's a wonderful thing that someone has. Even if they don't read it then,
can
it's
reference
there.
It later.
That's right.
Yeah.
And every time they see it on the bookshelf, they remember you, that you gave them a book.
And share it too. Share it with
Share it around.
Siblings, friends.
Exactly.
Beautiful.
And there's knowledge there to be passed on, and it's, you get what you can out of a book, because sometimes, it's not for you, but you might just get one sentence, and that's incredible.
And your song, Carlos?
Oh, I love this girl, Suzanne Vega. I said anything from Suzanne Vega. She's one of my favourite artists of all time.
She's great. And it's Marlene on the Wall.